And I'm going to say that these are my views and not necessarily express the feelings of other members of my tribe. This is my history as I was raised. I guess we were a part of the Sioux Nation, it was said, and it's been in history books that we split from them for some reason or other. All merely conjecture, we're not really sure because all our history has been oral. And but we do speak 3 almost similar dialects. I speak the Nakota, and there's people who speak the Dakota in South and North Dakota, and also the Lakota. So the 3 dialects, the N, the D, and the L. There are different groups of, there's Assiniboine and Nakota people today. There are people in Canada, in the Carry the Cattle Mosquito Reserve, Stoney, and I believe North Alberta, and there are 2 bands here at Fort Malhap and also at Fort Peck. So there are quite a few of us left yet, and some of us do still speak our language, aren't able to speak to each other in our language. My people, the Nakota people, became allied with the Cree in the early days because they had common enemies at war with the common enemy, like the Sioux, the Blackfeet, the Crow, and so they became allied, and many of our people are part Cree. And I'm proud to say that our people were the first to have traded with the Hudson Bay Trading Post and brought it down into the States. So they were roamers, nomads. They traveled extensively. I have history of some of our elder people who I remember yet, who were in their 70s and 80s at the time, who told stories of where the areas they had traveled, and it was all over Montana and Canada, and and so they were not in one area. I think they traveled like to follow the buffalo herd and wherever they could make a living, and I know Lewis and Clark spoke kind of highly of our people, said they were warlike, warriors and very handsome people. That's what makes me feel good. Like I said, they were travelers, and one thing I heard was that the Red River was named from what the Assiniboines had done. They would cut the heads off their enemies off with rough knives and throw them in the river, and they said the river turned red. I understand this is the way that the Red River got its name. Even today, there were many names with knife in them, many old names which are not in existence hardly anymore,